Hello everyone, today I want to talk to you about how to optimize your YouTube ads campaign. For those of you who do not know us yet, we're a lead gen agency. We sell leads to our customers and our clients on a pay per lead basis, and the difference between what we generate them for and what we sell them for is our profit margin. So if you're interested in this business model, then there'll be a case study somewhere below this video. Click on it and learn more about how it works. But without further ado, let's get on to the important stuff, which is teaching you guys how to optimize your YouTube ads campaign. So I'm going to try and boil this down as simply as I possibly can. We explain more about this in our program, but basically we have daily, weekly and monthly tasks to do, and I'm going to explain how we do them as quickly and as simply as possible. So let's say it's a car finance campaign. We're trying to generate leads in the car finance space, and we want to generate those leads for $10 per lead. Okay, that's our goal. Okay, we want to sell them for $25, $30 per lead. We've got a campaign goal of $10 per lead, which means you'd probably want to start your campaign budgets, your campaigns at around 20 target CPA. We always start with target CPA rather than CPV or cost per click or whatever that is. We just always start now with CPA bidding. And let's say we've switched them on and we've been running for a few weeks or a week, let's say a week, all right? You've got a campaign structure here where there's an interest only targeted in a campaign, and then we break the ad groups down into age brackets, 26 to 34, and then 35 to 44, and 45 to 54. And whatever works for your particular offer, you would break it down into age brackets to see what converts best. Okay, and then within each of the ad groups, we usually have 4 different ads with different angles and even different actors if you can. Okay, we're talking about true view skippable ads here. So this has been running for about a week, and what we do is sorry to take a step back, but we set it up so there is probably about 10 campaigns running with different interests. All right, we've done a previous video on how to set up our campaign, and we'll refer back to that as well. But let's say you've been running traffic, you've got 10 campaigns running, everything's coming together, you're starting to get some leads. All right, so what do you do in order to bring that cost per lead down? So the first thing we do on a daily basis, okay, is we look at what the cost per lead is at ad level. The cost per lead here is $7 per lead, and this one is $23 per lead, and this one is $11 per lead, and this one here is $6 per lead. Okay, and this is important, if any of these 4 videos here, and this applies to all of the different ad groups, have more than 500 views and they're outside of KPI, which is this $10 figure here, then we switch them off. Okay, so this ad is gone, this ad is gone, and we probably leave ad 1 and ad 3 going. Okay, and we quickly log into account. We don't even need auto rules or anything fancy like this, because it takes a few minutes each morning, and log in and have a look at all of the different ad groups that you're running in each of these campaigns. You can either sort at campaign level and just have all of your ads sorted by cost per lead, and then have a look at the number of views. If it's over 500 views, then quickly turn them off. So what you'll find after a week or so of running ads is that you'll be crossing off maybe 50% of the ads are gone, and you'll notice that one of the videos is starting to do really well. Okay, so naturally over time what will happen is your cost per lead will start to come down as the machine learning gets smarter and your creatives are getting better, because you're switching off the bad creatives. We do not touch anything at ad group level except turn them off when it's just not working anymore, when the ads have all been switched off, or there's one and it's just getting too expensive. You just switch off that ad and it'll automatically stop spending in that ad group anyway. Okay, campaigns, we only switch them off as well. We don't really adjust them at this early stage. It's just about playing with the ads on a daily basis and switching off the ones that aren't doing too well. On a weekly basis, what we would probably do is we would see out of these 10 campaigns that are running here that there's some legs in one of them, okay? It's spending. The cost per lead looks pretty good. And it looks like it's got some real legs. It looks like there's some potential within, say, 2 of these campaigns. What you can do then, and the cool thing about this is you don't even have to duplicate or change anything like in Facebook. You can just go in here and you can reduce that cost per lead down to, say, $13 per lead, okay, or whatever that is, to try and bring it way down below that $10 per lead. All right, so once a week, you'd have a look at the weekly data. You'd go in and you'd see that out of those 10 campaigns, let's say 2 or 3 of them are working really well. Let's try and tweak them. Let's maybe try and increase the budget if the cost per lead is really good. Increase the budget on those ones and switch some of the crappy ones off. Okay, so go through here, reduce the budgets, reduce the cost per lead, spend a little bit more in the budgets, switch off these 3 down here, and just use your common sense to start scaling at a cheaper cost per lead. So that's daily and weekly sorted. And the monthly thing that we do within our agency, and this is a little bit trickier, but again, we teach you how to do that within our program, is get new creatives into this account, because creative is king. Anyone that's been listening to me for a while knows that the fastest way to get to get cheaper leads at a better price and more volume is to create new ads consistently. All right, we do this monthly because it's hard to do. It's hard to find actors. It's hard to shoot. It's hard to write new scripts and new angles into the market. But if you can manage to do this on a monthly basis and replace ad 2, ad 4, ad 1, ad 3, ad 4 with new creatives based on kind of what you've learned over the previous month's work, then it's going to help you reduce that cost per lead even further and get better and better and better over time. So hopefully you can follow this. I've boiled it all down into probably less than 10 minutes. Daily, switch off the ads based on outside of KPI, and you can be brutal with more than 500 views. Weekly, turn off the campaigns that aren't doing well and increase the budgets on the ones that are doing well, and also amend inside the existing campaigns your target CPA, so you can gradually bring that down. If it stops spending, then gradually lift it up a little bit. You're not going to break anything by doing it here at campaign level. And monthly, you need to be getting new creatives done. We've done a previous video on how to do your creatives for your YouTube campaigns, and we also have lengthy training within our program, so you'll be able to figure that one out as well. So I think that's about it, guys. Crash course in YouTube ads campaign optimization. This will work for you if you follow these simple rules. Catch you soon. Bye.